Friends, I am Dr. Sujit Ghosh. Welcome to my channel, Dr. Ghosh Presents. Signs, symptoms and uses of homeopathic cactus. Full name Cactus grandiflorus, short name cactus. Common name night blooming cereus. Source heart, vegetable world. Sphere of action acts on heart, blood vessels, uterus and ovary in particular, and head and body in general. Pathogenesis. Cactus produces all types of overaction of heart, from nervous palpitation to hypertrophy due to valvular diseases, angina pectoris and chronic palpitation. Constitution of cactus. Physical makeup: plethoric, full-blooded person. Temperament: sanguine. Miasm: Shora in the backdrop. Hot or chilly? Indeterminate. This is a picture of plant. Mental generals of cactus: dreams of falling down during sleep, fear of death because the patient believes that the disease is incurable, sensation of constriction in the heart as if an iron hand were preventing its movement and there is no room to beat. Heart feels as if clasped and unclasped by an iron hand. Sensation whole body as if caged and each wire is twisted tighter and tighter. Last two symptoms is the key symptom of cactus. Sensation of constriction as if an iron hand is collapsing, unclasping heart, and sensation of whole body caged, each wire is twisted tighter. Physical general of cactus: constriction, contraction, congestion of various organs of the body, especially heart, throat, chest, bladder, rectum, uterus, vagina, neck. In all of these organs, these three sensations: constriction, contraction and congestion. Body feels tight and wrapped, fainting and dropsical affections, toxic goiter with cardiac symptoms. Blood circulation becomes irregular, causing violent congestion and localized pulsations, pulseless, panting and prostration. Low blood pressure due to weakness of heart. Modalities of cactus: worst, lying on left side on occiput. Occiput is a bone. This bone is called occiput. This green bone, I am showing it with my dot pen. Occipital. Occipital bone means occiput. Periodically, that is worse periodically, from exertion at 10 to 11 am, that is in the morning, and 11 pm, that is in the night. At night, walking, going upstairs, noise, light, sun heat, all this aggravates cactus patient. Trouble. Better open air, pressure on occiput. Head symptom cactus: heavy pain as of a load on vertex. Vertex, actually this area is called vertex. I am giving an arrow. This vertex, top of the head, middle top of the head, vertex. Better from pressure, worse from talking, strong light, headache, worse from seeing opera. This is actually, all these are worsening conditions: talking, light, opera seeing, missing meals, noise, light. All these worsen the situation of head symptoms. Vertigo, worse from deep breathing, exertion. Eye symptoms of cactus: dimness of vision, eyes bloodshot, exophthalmic goiter. Ear symptoms cactus: pulsation in ear, singing, ringing in ear. Nose symptoms: profuse epistaxis. This is epistaxis, bleeding from nose. But seizures soon. Face symptoms cactus: right sided prosopalgia. This is prosopalgia. Prosopalgia means trigeminal nerve. This is a trigeminal nerve. It's a cranial nerve. Inflammation of this trigeminal nerve is called prosopalgia. It's one of the most painful diseases in the world. A lot of persons used to committed suicide rather, past tense, for this reason. So this is also known as suicide disease. Another name is Fothergill disease. So this is a seriously painful disease. The face becomes red, bloated, pale, emaciated. Throat symptoms of cactus: esophagus constricted, must drink to swallow, suffocative constriction with full throbbing of carotids. Stomach symptoms of cactus: pulsation in celiac artery behind stomach. Celiac artery, actually this artery is called celiac, this red colored artery, it is coming down from the heart behind the stomach and then dividing into two from right side and left side of the lower limbs. This is a very large artery, celiac artery. Pulsation of celiac artery is felt by the patient behind stomach. Vomiting of blood, nausea in morning, continuous all day. Nausea, loss of appetite, aversion to meat, which he was fond of earlier. Abdomen symptom of cactus: intense burning in abdomen, fistula in ano. Fistula in ano, there are so many fistulas here. The fistula is opening. Fistula means abnormal channel. Fistula, it is fistula in ano. Fistula may be other places also. In violent palpitation of heart, with palpitation of heart, fistula in ano. Engorgement of liver due to heart disease. Pricking in anus as from a pin, as if a weight in anus. Sharp shooting pain through diaphragm up into the chest. Sharp shooting pain through diaphragm. Diaphragm is the major muscle just dividing between the abdomen and chest, and it is the main muscle of respiration. Urinary symptoms of cactus: constriction of neck of bladder causing retention of urine. Hematuria is bleeding with urine. Urine suppressed in fever, urination prevented by clots in urethra in females. Female genital symptom of cactus: menses lumpy, black, too soon season line, dysmenorrhea, extorting cries, menstrual disorders with heart symptoms, constriction of vagina preventing coition, vaginismus. Vaginismus, I have already published a big video on this particular disease. This is a disease of female where the vagina becomes too much sensitive and creates a lot of problem. That is called vaginismus. I have already published that video. If you want, you can get it. You just go to the YouTube search bar in my channel and write this vaginismus, the whole video will come. Pulsation in ovarian region. Respiratory symptoms cactus: oppression in breathing going upstairs. That is while going upstairs, oppression in breathing. Cough from heart affection. Continuous rattling of mucus in chest, constriction in chest as if bound, hindering breathing. Periodical suffocation with fainting, sweat on face and loss of appetite. Hemoptysis with convulsive cough. Inflammation of diaphragm. This is the diaphragm. I have already mentioned that I will show it. This is called diaphragm. This muscle. This is the muscle separates the chest from the abdomen. Lower portion abdomen, upper portion chest. Breathing trouble. Extremity symptom cactus: left arm numb, pain down to fingers, fingers tingle, icy coldness, icy cold hands, edema of left hand and of feet extending to knees in heart disease. There is in heart disease, this edema are noted. Hands soft, feet enlarged. Heart symptom of cactus: feels clutched and unclutched by an iron hand and feels it expands and contracts. That is, expansion of heart and contraction of heart is felt by the cactus patient, which normal person cannot feel. A normal person, a healthy person, cannot feel that his heart is expanding and contracting, but cactus patient can feel it. He can also feel that as if his heart is being clutched by an iron hand. Endocarditis. Endocarditis is, this is the picture of heart. Note, this is the picture of heart. We know that there are 4 chambers in the heart. Left atrium, left ventricle, right atrium, right ventricle. These chambers are covered with endocardium, and inflammation of that endocardium is called endocarditis. So what happens here? Endocarditis with mitral insufficiency. Endocarditis results in the mitral valve is there. Here is mitral valve in this region between atrium and ventricle, left atrium ventricle. This lies the mitral valve. It is also known as bicuspid valve. This is insufficient. That is, it is not working properly. Why it is not working properly? Because heart is already hypertrophied. So that is insufficiency. So endocarditis mitral insufficiency, palpitation worse lying on left side on approach of menses during day while walking from disappointed love. From all this condition, palpitation comes. But mitral insufficiency due to endocarditis. Stitches in heart, endocardial murmur, hypertrophy of heart. Hypertrophy means these muscles. These muscles are swollen. Why it is swollen? Because the mitral valve is insufficient. It cannot work. So muscles is working to pump out the blood. So it gets swollen, fatter, and result hypertrophy of heart. Hypertrophy results from this mitral insufficiency. If mitral valve was okay, then these muscles should not have enlarged. But since it is not working, so they worked more and hypertrophy. Blood pressure low, pulse irregular, intermittent, feeble after forceps delivery. That is, this symptom comes in the mother's health. Heart disease with edema of left hand, as if heart would fly into pieces on holding breath. That is, if the patient holds his breath, he will feel that his heart would fly into pieces. Pulsation increased on holding breath. Aneurysm of large arteries and heart, tobacco heart. Aneurysm means Aneurysm means swelling of artery. These happens in various places, particularly in brain, and cause stroke. In heart, it can cause heart attack. So these aneurysm are very dangerous pathology in the artery system. Large artery, tobacco heart. That is, a person who used to take tobacco for a long time, the heart got some particular changes. That is called tobacco heart. Sleep symptoms of cactus: sleepless for strong pulsation in different places. Frightful dreams of falling, awakes in fright. Fever symptom cactus. Persistent subnormal temperature. Chilly but not better by covering. Related medicines: aconite, digitalis, lachesis, naxbom, and sulfur. With this, the video ends. Thanks for listening and viewing. If you got anything to say, please write down in the comment section. I would certainly respond. Throat symptom of cactus: esophagus constricted. This portion is called esophagus. Is feeling constricted. Must drink to swallow. If you want to swallow some solid food, you must drink. Suffocative constriction with full throbbing of carotids. Carotids lies in front of our ear actually. In front of ear, the thick artery is called carotid artery. One can see with his open eyes that carotids are throbbing in cactus patient. Stomach symptom cactus: pulsation and celiac artery. Celiac artery behind stomach. Celiac artery is a celiac artery. Actually, celiac artery is very difficult to see because it is lying just back side of the stomach, and it is in front of spinal bone. In front of spinal bone, back side of stomach lies the celiac artery. It's a huge artery. Pulsation. Patient can feel that there is pulsation in the celiac artery. There is in the abdomen, not abdomen, just behind the stomach. He feels this pulsation. Patient. Vomiting of blood, nausea in morning, continuous all day. That is nausea. Loss of appetite. Aversion to meat, which he was fond of earlier. Abdomen symptom cactus: intense burning in abdomen. Fistula in ano. Fistula in ano. Fistula is seen here. I am explaining it later on. With violent palpitation of heart. Engorgement of liver due to heart disease. Pricking up in the anus as from a pin, as if a weight in anus. This is the anus actually, anal region. This sensation are there, the pin sensation, weight sensation, sharp shooting pain through diaphragm into the chest. That symptom is not, that picture is not diaphragm. The picture will be coming later. I will show. There is sharp shooting pain in the diaphragm. Diaphragm actually muscle which demarcates the abdomen and chest. It divides. Diaphragm muscle divides. Urinary symptom of cactus: constriction of neck, bladder, causing retention of urine. Hematuria. Hematuria means blood in the urine. Urine suppressed in fever. Urination prevented by clots in urethra in females. Now let us explain this thing. See, this region is, you can understand, this is anal orifice, this is rectum, these are hips. So sometimes within this hip muscles boils or abscess are formed, and that abscess, when it ripes, it cannot find path to expel the pus and blood. So artificial channels are created by that particular thing, and that arterial channels, through that channel comes out pus, blood, etc. That is actually this disease. I mean, what is this called? This is already a this is called fistula. This unwanted or rather abnormal channels are called fistula. In ano means anal region. So this is fistula in ano.